All right, I want to start by giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone. Salutations to the elect out there, wherever you may be. All right, I want to go to a quick lesson, going into what, like the heading says right there, the folly of idolatry. All right, I'm going to start in Isaiah 44. I'm going to start with verse 9. All right, it says, "They that make a graven image are all of them vanity, and their delectable things shall not profit, and they are their own witnesses. They see not nor know, that they may be ashamed." You see, because a graven image it's man-made. It has no power. It can't see or know anything. It doesn't have a mind. You see, it's all vanity. All right, verse 10. "Who have formed a god or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing." You see? All right, verse 11. "Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed, and the workmen, they are all men. Let them all be gathered together. Let them stand up, yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together." You see, because that molten image, that graven image has no power. It's no God at all. It's not even alive. All right, let's see. Verse 12. "The smith with the tongues both worketh in the coals, and fashion it with hammers, and worketh it with the strength of his arms. Yea, he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water, and is faint." All right, let's keep reading. Verse 13. "The carpenter stretcheth out his ruler. He maketh it out with a line. He fitted it with planes, and marketh it out with the compass, and marketh it after the figure of a man, according to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in his house." And what does that tell you? That goes into what? Idols that look like men. You know, some have what? The head of a beast and the body of a man, which this scripture, it fits perfectly with that JC character, the Jesus character, which is an idol. You see? All right, let's keep reading. It says, verse 14, it says, "He hewed him down cedars, and taketh the cypress and the oak, which strengthened for himself among the trees of the forest. He planted an ash, the rain doeth nourish it." All right, verse 15, it says, "Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yea, he kindled it and baketh bread. Yea, he maketh a god and worship it. He maketh it a graven image and fall down thereunto." You see? So somebody else is just going to use it for another idol. It's an idol. It was an idol for one man, and it goes to being an idol unto another man. You see? Like the scripture says, all the gods of the nations are idols. They have no power. They cannot do good, neither can they do evil. All right, verse 16. "He burneth part thereof in the fire. With part thereof he eateth flesh." All right. "He roast and is satisfied. Yea, he warmeth himself and say, Ah, I am warm. I have seen the fire." Verse 17. It says, "And the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it, and worship it, and pray unto it, and say, Deliver me, for thou art my God." You see? Idols. These men are making idols, which has no power. They cannot see, nor hear, nor understand. They are their own witnesses. All right. Verse 18, "They have not known nor understood, for he have shut their eyes, that they cannot see, and their hearts, which are their minds, that they cannot understand." See, these people, they don't understand that the idol has nothing. It's all vanity. It has nothing that shall profit them. All right, let's keep reading. Verse 19, and none consider in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say, I have burned part thereof in the fire. Yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it. And shall I make the residue thereof an abomination? Shall I fall down to the stalks of a tree? You see? And they don't understand. The Most High has blinded them. You see? Because a scripture says, I think it's in Proverbs, it said, the deceived and the deceiver are his. You see? Let's keep reading. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, see, look what it says in verse 20. It says, he feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart hath turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, is there a lie in my right hand? You see? So the Most High has deceived, has allowed them to be deceived, you see, to think that that idol that they made has power. You see? All right. I'm going to play a video. All right. I'm going to play this first video right here. It goes into what? Artificial Christmas trees. And then I'm going to read a scripture that fits perfectly. Then I'm going to play another. Well, I'm going to play another video after this one. Then I'm going to hear the scripture. And then I'll end the lesson. Okay, here we go.
The quest for the perfect tree is a rite of the holiday season. And ever since the late 19th century, people have been trying to come up with an artificial version. First, there were feather trees, and later trees made of animal bristles. By the 1960s, the use of synthetics finally gave us the perfect fake fir. Today's faux firs can be several stories tall, big enough for your town square. You can get them with many of the trimmings, so decorating isn't such a stretch. These big artificial trees start with a steel skeleton. Rollers bend steel tubing into arcs. They'll be joined to form the base of the framework. Workers weld vertical supports to the arcs, building the structure in sections. A spray of polyester powder gives the welded metal a smooth finish that's actually tougher than paint. They bake the parts to set the coating. After a quick cooling, it's time to assemble all the pieces. They fasten the structure together with U-bolts and a ratchet. Meanwhile, a roll of green PVC plastic winds its way towards a roller equipped with many circular cutters. They slice it into 4-inch wide strips. Each of the narrow plastic strips then goes under a roller with even more blades. They shred it into a needle-like configuration, leaving a solid spine at the center to hold the simulated needles together. An automated spool then winds up the fringed green PVC. These artificial needles come in an assortment of colors, so if you want glitz, you can really go out on a limb. Here, streams of the fringed green and a strip of brown PVC travel over tension control guides. Steel wire unwinds and merges with the green and brown PVC. This machine twists them together. The brown strip lands at the core of the twisted fringe, creating the illusion of a stem among the needles. This twisting technology churns out a continuous supply of artificial greenery. Giant scissors slice it to the correct length. To make branches that appear snow-tipped, this machine twists and then frosts the PVC needles with a spray of white latex paint. They use this ring fastener to crimp the artificial foliage together, branch by branch. This This creates a tightly knit mass of greenery that will be used to cover the tree's framework. They apply single garlands on key parts of the tree grid first, using a handheld pneumatic fastener. They fill in the sections between them with the assembled branches. This is easier than attaching them to the framework branch by branch. They string the lights and then plug them in to check each ball. After all, it's easier to change one now than after the tree has been erected, especially since this one will be 1.5 stories tall. They also wire the ornaments to the branches. It's one less job for the customer to do. And now it's time to put up the tree. They bolt the cone of wired greenery to the lower framework, and then hook the panels of artificial greenery onto the rest of the structure. It has taken just 1 day for this artificial tree to come together, where growing a real one this size would take many years. And the convenience is unreal.
And pure idol. That is a pure idol. You see, idolatry. And as an Israelite, you should not be making a Christmas tree. You should not have a Christmas tree in your house because it's idolatry. You see, or I'm gonna play another video, and then I'll hit another scripture. All right, let's go back. I want to play this video. Let's see. I got one. All right. Come on.
Velocity Global takes care of everything, from onboarding to pay to benefits. So your dream.
Okay, let's see.
On today's video, we're gonna go get a Christmas tree.
You see. And you see, I'm going to have a perfect scripture after I play a little bit of this video. You see, because the customs of these people, these Gentiles, these heathens, they're vain. It's all vanity. That's why as an Israelite, you should not be following the ways, learn out the ways of the heathen. And I'm going to get that scripture after this video. I'm going to fast forward it a little bit. Sorry. All right, he's going to get a Christmas tree.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, when you get a Christmas tree out of the woods, you got to think outside the box a little bit, okay? I'm thinking about taking this one. Of course, it's a little bit taller than a tree that's going to fit in our house, okay? But you got to kind of imagine it trimmed up a little bit.
So as you can see, he went in the woods and got a Christmas tree. I'm not going to play the entire video, but I'm going to skip it just to get to the points. So you see, he went in the woods, he got a Christmas tree, he cut it down, as he's going to do with the chainsaw. You see, I'm going to skip some. All right, right here.
There's like nails sticking up that go into the base of the tree. So kind of once I get them in there a little ways, kind of pound them in a little further. Now, we're going to take this Charlie Brown Christmas tree, trim it up, and make it into a perfect full tree. Probably not, but we're going to try to even things out a little bit.
All right, I'm going to skip it ahead. As you can see, the tree is standing upright, which is an idol. All right, let me fast forward the video some. All right, right here. Okay, let's see.
tight.
That's right.
You gotta twist it, Dad.
Okay.
You gotta twist it.
In my basement.
I don't even really own anything.
I wish I could.
But hey, guys, remember to hunt, fish, laugh, repeat. This is Dave Knetter from Knetter's Practical Outdoors.
All right, and that's the end of the video. As you can see, what a vain custom that Christmas is. That creating a Christmas tree for the so-called holy day Christmas is. Let's get this scripture in Jeremiah. The scripture fits perfectly with that video. All right, let's see. This is Jeremiah 10. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says the satire on idolatry. Let's see. Jeremiah 10 verse 1. It says, Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh speak unto you, O house of Israel. You see, his people. Thus said the Lord, whose name is Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen. You see, we should learn their ways because a lot of their ways are all vanity. It's all vanity. Well, really all their ways are vanity because they don't serve our God. They serve their own belly. They're wicked. They have their own gods, which are idols. You see, he says, learn not the way of the heathen and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. You see, because the heathens, the true heathens, are not going to serve the Most High. You see, they're going to follow after vanity. You see, all right, verse 3, it says, for the customs of the people are vain. All right, let me dim the lighting down some. All right, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, as you can see, as you saw in the video, the work of the hands of the workmen, you see, with the axe. All right, let's see. They deck, let me adjust this. They deck it, let me scroll up. Verse 4, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. You see how those trees were upright, you see? Verse 5, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, you see? They need you to fasten and need you to do something to them in order for them to seem like they have some power to do something, to speak or to move, you see, because they must needs be born, because they cannot go. Like the scripture said, they can't go because you have to move them yourself. They're idols. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good, you see. Verse 6, for so much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahweh, because the God of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the true power. He's the only power. You see, all the gods of the nations are